Hi guys, welcome back. Before I get into this, if you haven't been getting alerts, make sure that you haven't been unsubbed from the channel. If you have, believe me, it wasn't by me. YouTube have been removing subs. I've had messages and I've had comments confirming this. And they're being very, very active in the comments, not just the bots. And I believe this is just harassment and punishment for me not bowing to a certain narrative and telling them a few home truths in some emails, which you all saw in a previous video. And so yeah, they're very active on here, people, so be aware of that. Even if your comments do get removed, I do get to see them. There are ways around things, but yeah, like I say, they're very active on here. They're just proving me right in what I said. It's anyway, let's get on with what I'm here for. Enough of the faceless cowards. Oh, and by the way, they still haven't been back in touch to inform me which comments they found very concerning. Just as a follow-on to that one. But anyway, yeah, what have we got going on in the news now? Well, at the moment, I've got, although it's muted, I've got live Boris's question times, which again is all about the corruption in the House. But we'll get on to that in a minute. But wow, yeah, Prithstik Patel, she surfaced. Mind you, it was just long enough to say that she's going to put 100% stop to the channel paddlers. This was on a day when nearly 1,200 come across. The BBC put out clips of big dinghies with 60 plus people in them being launched from the beaches in France, with not a copper in sight. I might add, they turned up an hour later. Yeah, those numbers, that is just confirmed numbers. That's not including the ones that haven't been reported in beach landings and other areas, by the way. But in my opinions, she's just doing the same as before. It's a load of bollocks. As I've said before in previous videos, it could be just that that's why she wants the centres in France. She can process them there, then she can bring them in legally. Save a lot of money, wouldn't it? The odd one or two might get turned away. So yeah, the elites have spent the last few days discussing amongst themselves in the House, at our expense, on what they're going to do about their own corruption amongst themselves. You couldn't make this shit up. Corruption's been there in every bloody government from as far back as I can remember, but nowadays, with everything that's going on, all the corruption seems to be surfacing. And there's plenty of it to surface, believe me, by what I'm seeing anyway. But what are they saying they're going to do about this? Well, some of them are saying all MPs should be banned from having second jobs. But there will be a few exemptions. Well, in fairness, some of them are doctors, some of them are solicitors. As we know, legal advice is always good advice. Probably not so much coming from one of them, but but yeah, they'll make certain exemptions from the rules. Where have we heard that before? We'll make the rules, but we don't have to abide by them. Now, with lockdowns happening all over Europe at the moment, usually and mostly aimed at unvaxxed. As I said yesterday, they've got another option on the table now of climate lockdowns. Well, India's already doing some of this. We all know they've got a big problem with climate over there and pollution. It's just the way their society is. But you can bet your bottom dollar that Boris and that evil little alien Javid are watching this very closely. Are they looking at the future? But now I can remember the Cold War. And I dare say many of you can, knowing that some of you are a little bit younger than me, but not by much. And I can remember where I was when the Berlin Wall fell down, or was pulled down rather. Exactly where I was. But it looks like now we've got a new Cold War starting in space. You know, we've got the Russians chucking missiles up there at some of their old satellites, which is endangering the ISS, which some of the crew happened to be Russian, would you believe? You've got the Chinese building some sort of station up there where you ain't never going to know what they're bloody up to. You got Elon Musk, who's determined to create Skynet by the looks of it, with the amount that he's throwing up there. As I've said before in a previous video, I think there's an ulterior motive for what he's doing. And then you've got old Mr. Amazon Bezos dragging the very rich and the odd celebrity up there, poking their heads up, having a peek at what's going on and coming back. Is he trying to sell them a space up there for when the shit hits the fan? You know, right, you've got 3 minutes here, have a look around, which area do you want your little survival pod in? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I know where that idea comes from. I watched the film, some of you may have seen it, Elysium, the other night. But anyway, I'll leave it there for now. But yeah, people, be aware. The Faceless Cowards are very, very active on this channel, obviously. So if there are any new subs, welcome. I don't know, because I don't get to see true figures anymore. They remove them. They were stable for weeks. And now all of a sudden, since I've been emailing them, they've started to be removed again. And it's not people unsubbing, as I suspected. It is YouTube unsubbing people. So keep an eye on it. If you've been unsubbed, hit the bell, hit the subscribe. Excellent. But my respects to you all. My thanks to you all. And until the next one, stay safe. Stay strong. Stay absolutely free. I'm gone.